Welcome to Explain Everything. In this video, we will explain 4 greatest inventions like Abacus, bicycle, camera, and lastly drone. So if you are new on channel, subscribe this channel and like the video, because this video will give you a lot of knowledge about history and inventions. So let's start with the first one. The abacus is an ancient counting tool that helped people perform arithmetic calculations before the advent of modern calculators and computers. It's considered one of the oldest and most reliable devices for mathematical operations. The abacus dates back over 4,000 years. It is believed to have originated in Mesopotamia around 2300 BCE, though it was also independently developed in several ancient cultures like the Chinese, Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans. The Chinese version, known as the Suanpan, has 2 beads in the upper deck and 5 beads in the lower deck, while the Roman version was simpler with a few pebbles placed on a flat surface. An abacus consists of a series of rods or wires, each holding beads that can move back and forth. The beads represent different place values, such as ones, tens, hundreds, etc. In the Chinese version, for example, the beads are divided into 2 groups per rod. One bead above the bar represents 5 units, and the beads below represent single units. The arrangement allows the user to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division by moving the beads in various patterns to represent different numbers. Uses of the abacus. Arithmetic calculations. Used for basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Mental math training. It helps users enhance their mental math skills, as the process of moving the beads is a tactile form of visualization. Education. In many parts of the world, children still use the abacus to learn mathematics. Historical significance. Before modern calculators, the abacus was an essential tool for merchants, traders, and accountants to perform rapid calculations. Let's take a simple example using the Chinese abacus. To represent the number 13, you would move 1 bead from the lower deck to represent 10 and 3 beads from the lower deck to represent 3. To add 7, you move 1 bead from the upper deck, representing 5, and 2 beads from the lower deck, representing 2. The total would now show 20. The abacus is not just a tool for numbers. It's also an essential educational tool that can boost one's ability to solve problems quickly and efficiently. I hope you enjoy this video. So, now let's move on to the second item, that is bicycle. The bicycle is a 2-wheeled, human-powered vehicle that revolutionized transportation. It remains one of the most efficient, eco-friendly, and popular modes of transport worldwide, contributing to health, fitness, and sustainable mobility. The origin of the bicycle dates back to the early 19th century. The first version, called the Draisine or running machine, was invented by Baron Karl von Drais in 1817. It had no pedals and required riders to push it with their feet. In the 1860s, the velocipede or bone shaker introduced pedals attached to the front wheel. By the 1880s, the safety bicycle was invented, featuring equal-sized wheels and a chain-driven rear wheel, making it safer and easier to ride. The modern bicycle design we recognize today, including pneumatic tires and gears, emerged in the 20th century and continues to evolve with technological advancements. A bicycle typically consists of the following components. Frame, the sturdy structure that supports all parts of the bicycle. Wheels, 2 circular components made up of rims, spokes, and tires. Pedals and chain drive. Pedals allow the rider to propel the bicycle forward, transferring energy through a chain to the rear wheel. Handlebars, used for steering and controlling the direction. Brakes, mechanisms that allow the rider to slow down or stop. The rider sits on a saddle and uses their feet to push the pedals, converting physical energy into motion. Uses of the bicycle. Transportation. Bicycles are a cost-effective and environmentally friendly way to travel short to moderate distances. Exercise and fitness. Cycling is an excellent cardiovascular workout that improves endurance, strength, and overall health. Recreation. Many people enjoy cycling as a leisure activity, exploring nature or urban areas. Sports, competitive cycling, including road racing, BMX, and mountain biking, is a popular sport worldwide. Sustainability. Bicycles produce no emissions, making them a key solution to reduce air pollution and combat climate change. Consider someone commuting to work using a bicycle. The rider travels 5 kilometers in 15 minutes while burning approximately 200 calories. They save fuel costs, reduce their carbon footprint, and stay fit during their daily commute. The bicycle is not just a vehicle. It's a symbol of freedom, innovation, and sustainability. Whether for commuting, recreation, or fitness, it continues to be an invaluable invention that positively impacts lives and the environment. Number 3 on our list is camera. The camera is an optical device that captures images or videos, allowing us to preserve moments, tell stories, and document history. From its early beginnings as a simple pinhole device to today's sophisticated digital cameras, the camera has transformed the way we see and share the world. The origins of the camera can be traced back to the concept of the camera obscura, Latin for dark chamber, used by ancient civilizations like the Greeks and Chinese. This device projected an image of its surroundings onto a surface using a small hole. In the early 19th century, Joseph Nicephore Niepce captured the first photograph using a technique called heliography in 1826. Shortly after, Louis Daguerre invented the daguerreotype in 1839, the first commercially viable photographic process. The invention of film by George Eastman in 1888 led to the creation of the Kodak camera, which made photography accessible to the masses. Modern digital cameras emerged in the late 20th century, revolutionizing photography with instant image capture and editing capabilities. A camera works by capturing light through a lens and projecting it onto a sensitive surface, such as film or a digital sensor. Its key components include: lens, focuses light onto the sensor or film; shutter, controls the duration of light exposure; aperture, regulates the amount of light entering the lens; viewfinder, helps the user frame the shot; sensor, in digital cameras, converts light into digital data; film, in analog cameras, records light chemically to produce an image. When you press the shutter button, light enters the lens, and the image is captured on either a film or a digital sensor, depending on the type of camera. Uses of the camera: photography, capturing still images for personal, artistic, or professional purposes; videography, recording motion pictures for storytelling, entertainment, or education; surveillance, security cameras monitor and protect properties and people; science and research, cameras are used in fields like astronomy, biology, and archaeology to capture detailed observations; communication, cameras in smartphones and computers allow for video calls and virtual meetings. Consider a photographer using a digital camera to capture a sunrise. The lens focuses the soft golden light onto the sensor, while the photographer adjusts the aperture for clarity. The resulting image not only captures the beauty of nature, but also evokes emotion and tells a story of a serene morning. The camera is much more than a device. It's a window to the world, capturing moments that can inspire, educate, and connect people. Whether in photography, film, or everyday life, the camera continues to evolve, shaping the way we document and share experiences. Now move on the last part of the video, which is drone. But before moving and dive into the last part, first tell me where are you watching this video from in the comment section. A drone, also known as an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, is a flying device controlled remotely or autonomously using onboard sensors and software. Originally developed for military purposes, drones are now widely used in various industries for tasks ranging from aerial photography to package delivery. The concept of drones dates back to World War I, when pilotless aircraft were first experimented with for military operations. In 1916, the Ruston Proctor Aerial Target, a radio-controlled aircraft, was developed in Britain but never saw active service. By World War II, Drones like the VB-1 flying bomb were used as weapons. The technology evolved during the Cold War, with drones becoming crucial for surveillance and reconnaissance. In the 21st century, commercial drones became accessible, thanks to advancements in lightweight materials, battery technology, and navigation systems. Today, drones are used in industries like agriculture, filmmaking, delivery services, and environmental monitoring. A drone typically consists of the following key components. Frame, the lightweight structure that holds all components together. Propellers, provide lift and enable flight. Motors, power the propellers for movement and stability. Battery, supplies energy to power the drone. Flight controller, the brain of the drone that processes inputs and stabilizes flight. Sensors include GPS for navigation, gyroscopes for stability, and cameras for capturing visuals. Remote controller allows the user to operate the drone from a distance. Drones can be operated manually or programmed to follow a predefined flight path using onboard systems. Uses of drones: aerial photography and videography, capturing stunning visuals from unique angles for films, events, and real estate. Delivery services. Companies like Amazon and UPS use drones to deliver packages quickly. Agriculture. Drones monitor crop health, spray pesticides, and map farmland. Surveillance and security. Used by law enforcement for monitoring and search and rescue missions. Environmental monitoring. Track wildlife, survey forests, and monitor climate change. Military. Perform reconnaissance, surveillance, and targeted strikes. Imagine a filmmaker using a drone to shoot a panoramic view of a mountain range. The drone hovers steadily at a high altitude, capturing breathtaking footage of the peaks and valleys below. With its GPS-enabled navigation, the drone follows a pre-programmed path, creating smooth cinematic shots that would otherwise be impossible to achieve. Drones have revolutionized how we approach tasks across industries, making them faster, safer, and more efficient. From capturing stunning visuals to delivering essential supplies, drones represent the future of technology and innovation. As the technology advances, the possibilities for drones are truly limitless. That's it. See you in the next video with new inventions. Have a nice day.